Hi everyone, it's Maybelle with Love Shaped Intuition. Happy September. This is the month reading for each zodiac sign. If this is not your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, go ahead and look for those up on my channel. I've also placed them in a playlist to make them easier to locate. This will be a look at each week's energy with an oracle card, and then we're going to take a look at your tarot as well as advice. And we do have a lunar eclipse and a partial solar eclipse coming up this month, so I will be pulling cards specifically for those energies as well. If you haven't yet subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe. It is the most valuable support you can provide me here on YouTube. It's free for your subscription. Like, comment, share this video with a friend or family member. All interactions continue to help the channel to grow, and I really appreciate your support. To support my work with a donation, please visit Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi.com. I also have a wish list linked, and all those links are in the description box as well as in the comment section. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. Hi Capricorn, happy September. Week 1 for Capricorn. Okay, Wisdom. Wisdom, card 52. 5s are numbers of change, challenge, or competition. 2s are anytime you have a connection between yourself and another. 5 and 2 together is 7. Long-term partnerships, contracts, commitments, relationships, including marriage. So you might be coming into some kind of knowledge. You might be going back to school. You might be sharing knowledge or wisdom. And you might also be needing to learn something new. Week number 2. Toadstool's growth, 44. 4s are numbers of home roots, family, building something on a solid, stable, secure foundation. And we have 2 4s, so you might be seeing repeated number 4. There's growth beneath the surface. You might also be needing to kind of be open to the unexpected. So even though things may not feel like things are happening, you're not where you started. And then this red color has to do with the root, the base, again, the home. Okay. Week 3 for Capricorn. And I'm seeing this, that what she's carrying, this is the first time I've ever noticed this. It looks like a bouquet, but it's like of dried things, like of fall-like things. So, are you or someone you know getting married during the fall? Okay, week number 3. Okay. So taking steps and decrease. This is someone that is getting cold feet about going down the aisle, taking steps and decreasing. So maybe taking steps to do something else or changing their mind. Not necessarily connected to that energy, but decreasing something. Maybe even decreasing their amount of classes in university. I'm feeling like this big building here could be like a university or some kind of governmental entity or office. Okay, week 4. Community. So something having to do with your local community or your neighborhood. It could also be your social media community. Either receiving help or meeting someone new or connecting with community. Week number 5 is the tail end of September and a peek at October. Capricorn. Okay, new beginnings. Beautiful. So maybe this was some kind of community event or networking situation where it's gotten you a connection into some kind of new beginning. Okay, let's look at your tarot. Okay, Two of Swords. So needing to make a choice, needing to gather more information. The Two of Swords sometimes is turning a blind eye to a situation, not really having all the information that you need to make a choice. And we do have Wisdom, so maybe needing to learn something. Okay, Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy, using her intuition, love, making choices for love, for nurturing. The Emperor. So an Aries energy, could be a boss, divine masculine energy, partner, father, grandfather. He rules the empire and takes charge, kind of takes control. Okay, Eight of Wands. Passionate energy, travel, or passionate communication, lots of communication. Once this situation is kind of set off or initiated, then it happens quickly. Okay, Four of Swords. So needing to take a break, a pause, a step back, needing to kind of rest or heal. Yes, in perhaps isolation or taking time to oneself, really seeking the answers within. And this is a Virgo energy, which we're talking about Virgo season. This is the Hermit. Seeking the answers within, maybe spending a little bit of time on your own. Let's go ahead and look at the eclipse energy for Capricorn. There's a lunar eclipse in Pisces on September 7th, and there's a partial solar eclipse in Virgo on September 21st. What is this for Capricorn? Okay, sudden wealth. I believe Libra received that as well. Privileged lady. And main female. You might want to look at Libra's reading. I'm not exactly sure. They might have also received the privileged lady card. Anyways, you have main female, sudden wealth, and privileged lady. Something suddenly happening to this person. You may be the main female or someone that you're dealing with. Maybe comes into something suddenly. Perhaps wealth, but all of these cards here, it doesn't look like wealth. It looks like maybe passionate energy, maybe something, travel, movement into a situation. But this does say sudden wealth. So let's look at the advice for the eclipse energy. Okay, surrender obsessive thinking. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help you bring clarity or even solve the problem. And surrender your addictions. Wow, obsessive and addictive energy. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Yes, so taking a break from whatever this situation is. And then we're going to look at your advice for the month, just general advice for the month. Okay, reflect on your priorities. We'll take that one because it did land upright. Reflect on your priorities. So really look at what it is that you need to handle, what it is that you need to take care of. Maybe someone that knows that they need to grow up, take steps in the right direction for new beginnings. And they know that they need to maybe network or find different connections. Maybe their friend group is keeping them kind of stuck. They might need to take a break from that energy. Okay, focus on the positive, beautiful. New moon in Sagittarius, focusing on positive in a situation. Maybe you're not where you were, and you've already obviously experienced growth and you've taken steps and you know that you need to keep moving forward. Maybe seek the answers within, take a break from something here. All right, that is what I have for Capricorn. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. I'd love to see you back at Love Shaped Intuition. Take care and thank you for watching.